Good. Yeah, I was there for 5 years, and was fortunate to get hired when Coach Bud Grant came back after retiring in his first year back, and I was really fortunate because I had just gotten fired in my first year in the league, coaching secondary in Buffalo, and so I was lucky to get back in the league and fortunate to get on his staff. And it was a very special time for me. I felt very lucky, but because Coach Grant let me hang around him and kind of, follow him around and ask him a bunch of questions after he retired. He still stayed as an advisor to the program, so he was there available for us. And with the coaches that were there, Jerry Burns and Bob Snelker and all the great guys that were on that staff, Paul Wiggin, we had a marvelous time during those years. But it was a really extraordinary time for me because the opportunity to be around Coach Grant. And I thought he was such a unique figure and such an extraordinary leader in his way and an amazing guy that I was really impacted by the time around him. And so it's a great memory of the time I was there.
Any further update on Brandon Bradman?
No further update on it other than that it's a pretty serious deal. We'll take all week to figure out where it fits and see how he's responding and all that kind of stuff.
The phases of Percy Harlan, just 3.1, 3.2, where?
Well, I didn't want to get too definitive with our phases and all that, so we're in phase 3, but he'll practice today, which is good.
How about all the offensive linemen? Are all those guys still good to go?
I'll throw everybody in a kind of a heap right here. That these guys are all in the one day at a time, process of showing us that they're okay and they're capable. So Breno and Russell Okung will practice today, and then we'll see how they are tomorrow, and then just keep going, and we'll make a decision late in the week where all these guys fit in, and we won't really know officially until we get to game time. But we'll take it. They have to endure the days and show that they're capable and all that. So
have Max and Redmond included?
they'll be back at practice today.
When Urban does play, do you anticipate, whether it's this game or whatever game it is, that he'll just play 10 or 15 plays in the game, or
Well,
bring it back slowly?
we're just going to bring them back appropriately, whatever that is. We'll figure that out plays-wise and how much we go to him and all that. But we're not going to play him unless he's ready to go full speed and all that. So, but he's if you look at where he is, he would be like guys coming out of camp, in his first preseason game, So we'll be careful with it. We need to see where he is and how he reacts and responds to the days, and then we'll just kind of determine it as we go. There's not a grand plan here because we don't have enough information yet.